Four, three, two, five. Good morning, Longview, Kelso, wherever else in the world we might be. But I'm over in the L section, and he's over in the K section. Not that we're all like redlined and we have to be at a certain spot, a certain place. But I do stay on my side of the fence, and he stays on his. Right?
Yeah. Well, I do want to give a shout out to some folks in Napa Vine. They're excited for the reopening. They're going to have concerts again, hopefully this summer. So
Yeah.
rock
Well,
and roll.
Napa Vine is where? Napa Vine is in
Napa
Washington
Vine.
State. It is.
It's a little bit north of Kelso, probably 20 miles.
Hey, so we're reaching out there in the audience way
Yeah.
farther than just Longview, Kelso. Ha ha ha!
Well, they
Yeah,
have
all the
outdoor
way.
concerts coming up. They were known for their outdoor concerts, so that's cool.
Oh, they are. That's cool. I know that another venue, which is Ridgefield, which is very similar,
Yes.
well, close by, about 20 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
They have great outdoor concerts as well. So
And
I've watched Pearl Jam there, and I've watched Van Halen, and I've watched. I'm trying to think who I watched it with, but I've watched some pretty good ones there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some good ones there. The Napa Vine is more rural. It's more of a, I think, a do-it-yourselfer type thing, but has pretty good concerts, but not to the level of like Aerosmith. But it'll have bands come through that are well known. It's pretty cool outdoor. It's kind of like a party.
I like that stuff better actually.
Yeah,
Smaller venues.
yeah. It's not fancy, but it's good. They have good music.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Well, I think it's time to put some good music together because well, it's been such a long time since we've had any venues at all. So
Oh yeah.
I think that this summer we'll have some pretty good events. I'll put a couple together here in Longview myself. I'll do a do something in my backyard, most definitely, when the grass is in here. Working on that. And my friend Fred over here, we got named Russ Meter. You know Russ?
Yes.
Okay,
Well, I know of them.
Russ's backyard has been turned into an amphitheater. And just the
Wow.
last 2 years ago, we had our first. I call it the Longview Amphitheater. It can have a few hundred people there. It'll take a few hundred people and right down the hillsides into this little valley. It's really cute, really quaint. It's really cool.
That'd be a cool place to do a Friday night live with several acts.
Yes, it would, and I'm sure we could do that if he approved it, of course. But because it's all lit up like little candles and whatnot, the walkways, and it's just kind of a neat place. But yeah, no. By the way, so I was thinking we were supposed to have some limericks today, and I thought you might have some, you may not. Do you have some?
I got one, a good
We
one.
don't start quite yet because
No, but I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I wrote it in the bathtub.
You're in the bathtub. Woohoo! What were you thinking of?
Well,
Sliding away.
I was thinking of televangelists and how I don't like them and you don't like them.
That's true. Well, I mean, like I said, if you're promoting
Can't think of any that I like.
If you're promoting the words of the good Lord, then I appreciate that. If you think that you're right, I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate the word of God, but I don't appreciate turning it into a TV show and a circus.
Yeah. Well, circus never, but I mean, as far as promoting out to the masses, I'm okay with that as long as
they're so focused on collection. The collection plate is too big.
Yes, and then also too fake.
Yeah.
That's my problem on most of that stuff.
Oh yeah. There's probably some local church you could just turn on the camera and the guy's telling the truth and he wants no money and he's just spreading the word of God. So there are guys like that out there in small towns across the country.
Okay, so let's go with I'm getting my voice here before I can start the limerick, but I do have a couple of them. So let's hear what you have, Brian.
You want to hear mine first?
You do one, I'll do one. How's that?
Okay.
How many do you have?
I just got one right now, but I'll have another one in a minute. But I only want to focus on one, so I haven't written the next one.
That's okay.
Okay, this is about a televangelist, so keep that in mind. A small town rural televangelist.
Oh yeah.
Okay. There once was a man from Ostrander, and to the throng he did pander. With glitter and flash, he pleaded for cash, but all he raised was their dander.
Hey, pretty good.
That's not bad. I give that an
Pretty
8.
good.
I give it an 8.
Huh?
I give it an 8.
Give an 8. Yeah, I'd give it an 8. There you go. That's a good one. I have to stop for 1 second here. Sorry about that. I have to get my thing
You
here.
got nervous. Be honest
I
with
got
you.
nervous. That's right. I did.
You get
It's
filled
all
with
about-
excitement, the power. You can feel it all
It's all
up.
about the
It's all up in here. Comes from the
I-
stomach. Your whole body gets tense. You created it, and you're scared. That was good. I got physically excited and nervous, and I liked it.
really good. I like it. Yeah, I have to reread mine here real quick. I've done a few of them. I've got 3, I think, actually. But a little boy named Ethan cried, whined when he was teething. But as he grew, the crying did. But as he did grow, the crying did slow. And now he uses it for a season.
Okay, that's good.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're getting it down. We kind of got the rhythm and all that. It's cool.
Yeah.
The rhymes, and we didn't rhyme
gotta
with
goof
it.
it up,
That
but
was
that's
good
okay.
rhymes, man. I like that.
Okay. My other one.
You got another one?
Oh, I got a few of them. Let me see. Actually, let's go to this one over here. I was making funny ones, so you said use your name. So before, so
Cool.
let me tell you about my friend O'Brien. Now you can't really tell when he's a lion. He knows too much stuff. It gets really tough to tell when he's laughing or crying.
Oh, wow, that's really good. That might be a 9. We might be going into the Richter scale here. That was good. That had it all. It had the rhythm, it had the good lines, and the funny meaning. It should take you a second after a limerick to kind of get the ending, you know? Some of
Yeah,
those
yeah,
endings. you're like,
exactly,
oh,
yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
That was good.
Oh, a little town of Kelso. Once referenced, what's that? Hang on. Oh, little town of Kelso. Once referenced of little Chicago. A place full of fights and wild ass nights with loggers and brothels and popo.
There you go.
I can make it rhyme. You gotta bend it, you gotta bend the
Yeah.
word.
Or even that they're cool, but they're all going to hell though.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Whatever, as long as it, yeah, there you go.
There
It's
you
not
go.
bad though.
Hey, you could tell that joke at a Kelso bar.
There you go.
And if you do it well, they're okay with it. But if you stumble, they'll come after you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. That's good stuff. Very thoughtful.
Oh, here you go. I have a good friend named BC. A writer by trade, loves mystery. He once studied college, got himself full of knowledge, and never forgets his history.
Wow. It's bordering on single white female obsession now. I'm kind of
Hey.
worried. Now I feel bad. I didn't write one about you, but I'm working on it.
No, it's okay.
I'm
It's
doing
okay.
that one.
But I thought that it was
Yeah, that was
just about
great.
your name, his name. So
I like it. That was good. I'll work on the Lonnie limericks. It's my assignment.
Yeah, it was. No, you don't have to. No, it's not assignment. You use what you
Oh,
want.
got
I had
assignments.
Yeah, no, I worked on
Like
those
it.
yesterday, and I thought, why not give you a little bit of credit there, and you can't do, you can't do one bad one without having one good one. You can't be, you know what I mean? Not,
Yeah.
you can do a couple bad ones or whatever, but I mean, if you're gonna do 2 bad ones, you gotta do one good one, So, you can say smell so all you want, but every once in a while you gotta say lovely so or something.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I tried to, that's why I tried to get away from the smell so or anything like that. I figured, but I thought it was the Kelso, the the brothels and
Oh yeah.
police well, that was brothels and loggers and popo. Yeah, brothels and loggers and popo. Trying to go by that little arithmetic rhyme there. Yeah, I don't know if I have any more on my computer still or not, but yeah. Huh. Let me see here. By the way, do you know what the weather's supposed to be like today?
I think it's supposed to get up in the 50s.
Dry.
Sunshine, some clouds.
Next. I like that. I'm in the Northwest, of course, where Brian's at, so that's kind of cool. Yeah. And I got my hot tub fixed yesterday,
Oh,
so
good.
hey, it's party time, baby. Got to do that little hot tub party sometime,
Yeah.
I don't know when, being that I am fully vaccinated, right?
Hmm.
I'm going to slow down my words right now, folks, just to make certain that I am speaking correctly and well, just because I've been doing it so fast lately, you know that when I went back to listen to the words last night, what I was saying, and I speak a little too fast. So I'm going to slow things down to do the radio voice because I need to do that.
Well,
Now,
there's three things about speech, I believe. I believe there are three things. There's an enunciation, projection, and then there's a third one, and I already forgot it. But the third one is
animation.
you have to enunciate, you have to project, and then, well, there's confidence and all that. There's a bunch, but those two are the main things.
Yeah, I think that I have the I don't care. Not I don't care. I come across as I don't care because I speak so fast. When I know for a fact, it's not because I'm whacked, it's because of the brain injury. Trying to ride that fucker, but
Yeah,
anyway.
so you're working on slowing down a bit, enunciating better, maybe
I want
pausing.
to
That's what I'm working on, pausing.
Yep, pausing and making it so the person can understand me versus than just rambling it out. So folks, we're going to see if I can do this. I used to do this on the regular because I did a regular radio show and I could speak clearly. Not Beverly Clearly, who passed away, by the way, yesterday. So
Well,
sad
that
to
was
hear.
like 4 days ago, but
Well, they kept her going. They kept her alive for a few days, but yeah.
they brought her back.
Yeah, well, it was Pet Cemetery type of thing. Actually, Beverly Clearly, just to make sure, was a Oregon resident. She passed away a few days ago, and she was a famous author. Brian, and what famous books did she read or write?
Oh, the Ramona series. She wrote the Ramona stuff,
which is Dear God, I think, right?
It was. I'm not sure about that, but
I thought she did Dear God. This is Margaret.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, but
I would check on that. But
she did a few. She made a few. Beverly Clearly was a big author when I was a child. Well, her books were very popular when I was a child.
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly she wrote, and it's funny. I looked at my computer; it's already got it on my phone.
Oh, you already got it?
I didn't even do it. My phone had it written in the Google. Beverly Cleary, it's like, oh gosh. Yeah, there's the Ramona stuff, which was Beezus and Ramonas, Henry Huggins, Ramona the Pest, one of my favorites actually, Ralph the Mouse and the Motorcycle. The Mouse, the Motorcycle. It's just called The Mouse and the Motorcycle. Just called The Mouse and the Motorcycle.
Wow.
That was a good one. I think that was spurred off of I think Ralph the Runaway, Ralph the Runaway Mouse was spun off of that. I'm not sure.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. That's Judy Bloom.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And she's suing us for giving credit to remote or to the Beverly Cleary. He's very serious right now, as you can see. He's thinking of things. He's scheming. He's planning. The mind is working. It's like a machine. There's gears. There are gears, pneumatics. My studies of pneumatics and nuclear fission and fission, or whatever it's called, fusion, tell me that the gears are turning in your head.
Yeah, they are. But
Are you upset about the Judy Bloom thing?
no, I am not.
Judy Bloom, she needed the money. No, send that one to Dice Clay.
Right. Well,
so what are you looking up there?
I was looking up the stuff, but I just got a text. So, but yeah, sorry about that. Let's see here.
Well,
I was doing the Judy Bloom thing, but it's got the Ramona Crumb, all the Ramona stuff. Ramona Crumby, the mouse, the motorcycle, and Dear Mr. Henshaw, I think that's called. They were all popular as a kid. Ramona and the Brave. Yeah, the Ramona. I guess she did all the Ramona stuff. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it's like a quirky, unstoppable character. Irrepressible Ramona Quimby. We all know a gal like that. That's just unstoppable.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so. Yeah. Yeah, I got stuff on. But sorry about that. Let me go find something here real quick, because I think that we could. I was going to find a couple more little things here, Brian. What do you have? Else do you have on your agenda for the day?
Oh, I'm going to study a little of the world of plumbing. I'm excited about that.
Hey, there you go.
I just finished this last draft of my books. I'm almost at the finish line. And so I'm just going through the final chapter 23. So that's the final chapter, because it's set in 1923 in Longview, Kelso. So 23 chapters. Go. You know, it's one of the hardest parts is chapter titles, getting a title for each chapter that's not only a little silly, but it's also tells you what it's about. That's hard.
Yeah. Well,
but it's fun. I got one that's called Divide and Conjure, where there's a little magic involved, and the two principal characters have to split up and mix up some excitement and solve the crime, because there's some serious crime going on. The future of your fair city is in danger, Lonnie.
Yeah. I love life. Anyway,
if this story had gone the other way, it wouldn't be called Longview. So think about that.
Yeah, it could be called anything else, right?
Well, you have to read the book. I can't give that away.
Well, I know. I'm waiting for. I want to meet Mrs. Fergasha, whatever her name is. That you talked about these characters. One is
Pastrani.
Pastrani. There you go.
Olivia Pastrani. She's a prostitute. We'll say it. And
yes, I want to meet this prostitute. Yes. She sounds absolutely delicious.
She things don't go well for her. I'm not going to give it away, but
no, that's okay. There once was a girl named Pastrami.
No, Pastrani.
Pastrani.
Yeah.
Pastrani.
Yeah, you're throwing in some sort of weird cured meat reference, but it's all about it.
Well, I thought that it was. Anyways, no.
Italian gal. She comes in from Portland. Italian.
Yeah.
There was a reason. There was a reason. People came from Portland. Women came from Portland to work in Kelso, and sometimes it wasn't a good thing.
Well, now
a little seedy in the 20s. A little seedy.
It was. Now, Brian, here's a question for you. Would you be interested in sharing a chapter or a?
Not quite there yet, but maybe just some hints. Like there is a prostitute that's deep in the muck, and she's involved with an evil man. So my villain is just a delicious villain. He's the kind of guy you love to hate. You know the guy. You know guys like him.
No, you literally know the guy. He's like,
Well, you may, yeah, it's based on people we might know, but you love to hate the guy. He does evil things, and then he finds a way to blame others, and he blackmails people. It's pretty good.
sound like everybody that I know. I'm kidding. No, that's horrible. I love y'all.
Those villains will suck you into the writing, though, and all I wanted to write about was the villain. I had to cut him back. It was almost all about his evil stuff he was trying to pull.
Yeah. Well, and that's true in real life. It sounds like you could almost, honestly, the way I hear things about this when you talk about it, it sounds like you could do a TV soap opera series of the 20s. That'd be pretty awesome, you know?
Yes, it could be that, because
you know, the
gossip was big.
Mr. Devlin and the yada yada. That'd be actually pretty hilarious to do.
And it was all about the newspaper and the radio back then. So if you wanted to spread gossip, you had, extra read all about it. And then you'd have the radio guys saying stuff. So it's cool to watch that before internet and all that. You get your news from a guy at the bar, you get it from the headlines in the paper. And even back then they're going, that damn Daily News is full of crap. They're always wrong. They always side with the other guy. The same exact things were being said back then about the media that are now. It's hilarious.
Brian, having said what I just said, I think that we could pitch a soap opera of the Roaring '20s.
Yeah.
Because what we do is we would hit we would do the recordings, the filming actually, at a lot of the places that have all the historic settings, like Monticello Hotel or McMinimums, where they started, 1920 in the buildings. That's where you do your scenes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool, actually. And then everybody has flapper outfits and shit,
Oh, yeah.
So it'd be a modern day one. Like,
yeah,
that'd be kind of cool.
And you don't have to be politically correct because you can't. It was the 20s.
Right.
You can't be doing the 20s with like.
Oh, yeah. That would be great. I think, maybe we're onto something.
Well, another thing would be the murder mystery dinner theater thing would be good too. If you're going to do it for locals, it'd be hilarious at the Monticello doing a 1920s murder mystery with local things in it. They'd love that.
Yeah. I think that'd be great. And you could actually do a whole, I'm not even kidding you. This is, I hate to have a little epiphany there, but it's like, I think that a Roaring '20s type of a soap opera could do damn well. Instead of Bo and what's her name? Like Luke and Duke or Luke and Hope off of General Hospital. You've got these, the General Hospital would be like a freaking paddy wagon with I don't know, just some old shit. I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. I don't know how much it'd actually be.
Well, Luke and Laura was the biggest thing ever when they were a couple. I was like obsessed with that storyline, and all my friends in school where all the football players loved the Luke and Laura thing. We didn't want it to end. It was like, oh, no, don't, let's keep it going. Because they went on the run together. It was crazy stuff, but it started out with Luke raping Laura, which is a weird thing.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's how Luke and Laura got started. Luke was a bad guy. He raped her.
Shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Deal with that for a while.
Yeah. No. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Well, life is one way, and soap operas are another, most definitely.
Yeah, that went almost a year. I mean, we were talking about it. It was crazy.
Really? That is.
Everybody.
Nuts.
They were going to get married. It was the biggest thing ever when they got their wedding. When they had their wedding, and then they ended up getting chased by spies or something. Then it jumped the shark.
Yeah.
After the wedding, it jumped the shark, but it was like a painful story where he was a troubled man and he raped her, and then they ended up together. It was almost like
that's nuts.
Stockholm syndrome, if you kind of.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Yeah, I met both of them. I met Luke, I met Laura, and then I met Hutch, the hitman trying to kill him.
Oh, I remember Hutch. Yeah.
I hung out with him at a McDonald's and talked for like a half hour.
Was Hutch the guy with the mole on his face, or was it?
He was kind of a rugged blondish guy, and he was after them. He was the
Okay, so Hutch
hitman.
had the eye patch.
No, that's Patch, I think.
Oh, patch. Yeah.
Hutch was, I think he wore a leather coat, and in real life, he wore a rode a
Yeah. No,
motorcycle.
no. Hutch had like a. I think he had a big like a mole.
Might have. He was a good-looking guy, and he was after them for the whole summer. But I met him at a McDonald's in Burbank, and we talked for a half hour.
I think that Hutch had a twin brother. But then again, who didn't have a twin brother in the soap operas, right?
Maybe.
I mean,
yeah, he talked a lot about it. He was really into the storyline and stuff. It was later, this was years later, about 5 years later. But I said, hey, that was the coolest thing ever. You were Hutch, man.
yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna see. Was he on there for a long time?
He was on there for that summer. It was Luke and Laura. He was chasing Luke and Laura. I don't think he was there that long, and I don't know if his career ever took off, but he was happy that somebody was excited to see him.
Huh. I'm
'Cause
looking for him right now. So
I was the biggest General Hospital fan in the country at that time. So,
that's hilarious.
or had been. I wasn't anymore. By 86, I didn't care about soaps, but
Well, Hutch is not the person that I thought he was. As far as
but he was good. He was a good hit man. He was famous for a while. People were talking about him. There he is.
Yeah, that's interesting, folks.
Yeah.
I thought that was somebody else. I was confused. I confused my sisters watched all of them, so I had to watch all of them for the most part, good portion
Yeah.
of them. And it was all that was on. You came home from school, right then there was the Days of Our Lives or soap or General Hospital.
It was funny because I was so into General Hospital. Then, like 6 years later, I'm in LA and I meet Laura in line at a play and talk to her. Then I met Luke at a restaurant, and then I met Hutch at a McDonald's and talked to him for a half hour. It was wild.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
There are General Hospital fans that are jealous of that.
Yeah, I'm certain, 100%. You met Luke and Laura?
Yeah, I met Luke at a restaurant, talked to him for a little bit, and then I was in line at a play with Laura, and she was with the guy from Star Trek, number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah, I didn't
Who's
even.
number 2? Can't remember.
Number 2. Remember, he was that guy. He was a Riker or something.
Oh, that's number 1.
No, number 1 is Picard.
No.
We got
number 1. Maybe I'm wrong.
No. Number 1's him, I believe. Let's go to that.
Yeah,
Whoever. Riker.
Yeah.
Wow. Number 2. He used to say something. Number 2.
Maybe it is number 2. I thought it was number 1.
Number 2, you complete me.
That is Luke and Laura and Bo and Hope.
I
in the 80s.
remember. I didn't watch that, but
I
know of that couple. They were okay.
Days of Our Lives.
Hope and Bo and Hope.
Bo and Hope.
Yeah.
And and then there was Luke and Laura, Bo and Hope, and then Patch. That's what it was. That's Patch. It says, please vote who your best somebody's voting on this online thing. That's hilarious. It almost, you talk about things that can drag you in. Oh my gosh. How horrible. And it's not good. If it was great writing, I could totally see. But when you start mixing and every person has a car accident, every person goes unconscious, every person has a twin brother, it's like, give me a freaking break. Now, the worst one, by the way, and I know there might be ladies out there listening sometime, but the worst one that I have ever seen, that I ever recall, was that show. Let me think here. Soap opera. The soap opera was, I think it's still on, as the world turns.
Oh,
maybe.
wow.
It's
okay. Here's the number 2 debate, because other people think number 2 is about the number. It's not. It's about Picard calling a guy number 2 and saying funny stuff. It said, when Picard would call Riker number 2, was he being facetious?
No, I never.
I have to go number 2.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
never
that's right.
said he never said that. Yeah, number 2 is Riker. So I'm in line with Riker and Laura, and I don't even give Riker the time of day. I said hi and then talked to her. Like he was already known, but
Hmm. Yeah. Let's see here.
I
We
think it was like
have
1992 when I met her in line. I can't remember. When was Next Generation on?
Next Generation,
Yeah, when did
80s,
that start?
80s.
Okay, so I would, yeah, because I remember I knew who he was. I think he had a
Okay.
beard. He's gotten really heavy now.
Who has?
The guy
Rutger?
that Riker, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of liked Rutger. He wasn't bad.
He was good, I thought, but it was funny because most people would see him and want to talk to him, and I didn't want to talk to him. I want to talk to her. She
Who
was
was her?
Laura. She was Laura. Jeannie Francis. She was
Oh,
Laura. So, yeah, to me, she was a big star, and he was okay. I didn't have any problem with him, but
well, yeah, well.
it was funny because he was taken aback a little bit because somebody wanted to talk to her, not him, and it was funny. He was nice about it.
Hey, look at my shirt. It's too small for me. Toxic House. Hey.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
Next Generation, 87 to 94.
Oh, well, hey, I've got the best shows of the 80s or the best of, and soap operas, and they go on this order. They say Dynasty, which was cool, but that was
Yeah,
the
nighttime.
late night opera, right? That was at night.
Do you
And they
want to
were-
go? Hey, you want to go back to us on the screen until we get back to the?
Sure, yeah. Sorry about
Limbs?
that. Scheisse.
That's okay.
Sorry, folks.
It's not. It's not your
My
fault.
apologies. I forget you're out there. There's the screen. I can hold it now. I can hold it. So anyways, so we have Dynasty, and which is always that was like,
That's a nighttime soap opera, though.
yeah, yep. And then we have Days of Our Lives,
Mm,
and we have Falcon Crest.
yeah.
Remember that?
Lorenzo Lamas.
Lorenzo Lamas started this stuff there, I think. I didn't like him. Never, he's a great guy, I suppose, honestly, but
Oh, I liked him.
he's kind of like a B-rated actor. And then we have Dallas. Dallas was crazy. I mean, that was one like, somebody's brother might be just, stealing their cattle at any given moment. Kind of
Oh, it's
funny.
crazy though. Remember the Who Shot JR? We had a Who Shot
Right.
JR party at Central, and we had like 100 people for the Who Shot JR
Really?
party.
Who
Yeah.
shot Jay? No, I can't remember. Was it who shot him?
We cracked a keg, and I got it right. I guess Kristen, the lover, his lover, Bing Crosby's daughter, Mary Crosby, killed or shot JR. Didn't kill him.
Didn't know that.
Yes, I know too much about stuff that doesn't matter.
I
But if
know,
we're
it's-
ever attacked by
hence-
aliens,
Hence the little limerick there for you.
yeah. Well, it could come in handy though if we're ever taken over by aliens that had a TV signal on us the whole time. So I'll know all the stuff they want to know about. So,
General Hospital.
I think that's one of the top 3.
Yeah. And then there's this one, which you will never forget. Well, General Hospital, by the way, 58 seasons. 58.
Actually, that's my number 1. I put that number 1. I got All My Children number 2, and One Life to Live is my.
I think
number
All
3.
My Children might be the one that I hate, actually.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
I loved it.
I'll have to look into it. Which one started having seances and that kind of weird stuff in it? I don't remember that.
They all got weird. One buried a gal alive for the summer, so that was.
I
That Hope, I think Hope got buried alive. I'm not sure.
think she might have. The Love Boat is considered a soap opera.
Nah,
Yeah, that's what it says. The Love Boat
Wow.
is a soap opera. And then,
that's probably Newsmax. You're getting this from.
well, I guess, yeah, it's just saying 80s shows. It's a soap opera.
shows.
But, yeah, 80s shows. And then we have a Baywatch. It was considered a soap opera. I'm like, what the hell? Coronation Street. Don't know what that was. Home and Away. Don't know that one. Young and the Restless.
Oh, that's top 10.
Yeah, I cannot remember. I think it's Young and the Restless might be. I don't know. One of those just could not stand because it was so cheesy, And then This brings in family ties, it says. Yeah.
This next segment is brought to you by Patton Heaters.
Patent heaters, there you go.
Because it gets cold sometimes.
It does, and Brian's got to put new heaters in his house, and but you know what? I applaud you for taking the heater out of your house because the ones you had in there were a little defunct. They were.
And I did it all because of a look on the face of an electrician when he looked at the heater and got this weird look.
Like, why the hell are you?
And he goes, I'll replace it for you. And I go, okay, thank you. And then I got it out immediately, and it had a melted wire. So the guy made the good call, but it was an honest look. He's like concerned.
Yeah.
He wasn't in it for the money. He did it for concern. He's like,
yeah.
It's like if a doctor looks at your mole, and that's what it seemed like. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah. Is this okay, doctor?
Yeah, I took out 2 heaters that weren't doing their job. So it's thank you to that guy. It's nice.
Yeah, absolutely. That was good. And
so he's a stand-up guy, and you're gonna do work with him, and we'll get him a lot of work.
Yeah. It's funny though when somebody gives you that look of
yeah. And earlier in the day, I was in spoiled brat mode because he was late. So there you go.
Right.
Oh no, I can't handle this. I'll get another guy. I'm being a baby, and then later he's a hero.
Well, kind of. Yeah. I mean, you just never know. And
well, you actually helped, man. You were calming me down. You're like, hey, give him another chance. Let it figure out. You know, he's a busy man.
Well, I just know
that was good. No, that was good. You used your.
They're willing to give us a good deal because they know we'll work with them and they'll work with us.
Yeah,
yeah,
you're right. But it was good. You were a wise. You were almost like Riker.
Hey, when it comes to working with contractors and stuff, and even though he's a family member of some sort, I just know how they work. It's like, man, you'd never pay him beforehand.
Oh yeah. Because you gotta be flexible. If he says 10, you go 11, 12 could be okay.
Yeah,
that's what I learned.
Well, it's because it's usually on their day off if they have a regular job. If they don't have a regular job, then that is their job. You know what I mean?
But here's a good technique. If say he worked the day before and supposed to come over again, say I'll pay you in the morning when you get here for today's work. And then he has to come in at 8 because he wants to get the money from yesterday, and then he starts working. So you just got to get him there. And it was good that I didn't overreact. I just overreacted to you. We did some workshopping.
No, that guy did
that was good.
He did you well, so that's good.
Yeah, well, you did good. I want to give you some credit here. I know you don't like to be complimented, but that was good. The calmness.
It's okay. Well, yeah, I unfortunately,
letting the guy off the
I've had to learn to slow things down a little bit. I talk fast, but I think extremely fast. But I do slow my stuff down. I slow my roll because I have to. I realize I can't fly off the handle with anybody, and it's like, well, what benefit is that,
Yeah.
As much as I want to go crush somebody sometime, and just when they do my family wrong, or somebody does me wrong or whatever, you just want to strangle them to death, and as nice as that is, you have to stop and think and process and go, okay, well, look at it from their aspect, and so that's I know that's why I end up being devil's advocate, unfortunately, too much. But.
Well, I'm learning I can handle that now. It's like I was even asking for devil's advocacy on the phone. I'm going, should I text him to forget it, or should I wait? And you're like, wait.
Just tell him to drink poison in the morning. That's I draw clean. Anyways, as far as the shows, there is The Bold and the Beautiful. Maybe that's one I hate.
That.
I'm not sure. There's one of them I hate, but I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah, I've never seen that, but I like the name.
Yeah, Emmerdale.
Never heard of it.
All right, Hill Street Blues, which I did like.
That's not
Hill Street Blues was pretty good. That was
It's not a soap opera.
Well, it's in this. It has 7 seasons, and it was considered a nighttime soap opera. I mean, a lot of these were. Little House on the Prairie is considered a soap opera. Because I think it's got a continuous storyline. I guess how they're continuing that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. When I think of soap operas, usually I think of the daytime dramas.
Yeah, I do. And it got L.A. Law. which was pretty good. Yeah,
I love that show.
that was 8 seasons. That was one of the first attorney shows, I think. Cagney and Lacey, because that was a good one too at the time. And then, yeah, that's actually, those gals are pretty tough. And then Casualty, 35 seasons, never heard of it.
Wow.
Have you ever heard of Casualty?
No, I heard of
Yeah.
Casualties of War with Michael J. Fox and Sean Penn.
No, this is a show called Casualty. Was on for 35 seasons. I'm like, what? That's nuts.
In another country, maybe?
No, let's see here. Casualty. Maybe it was BBC. Let me look. Okay. Thanks. Maybe, because I never heard it here, that's for sure. It must be. It's not coming up correctly. So,
well, I just compiled a list of 10 soap operas that I think you'll know, and they're very powerful. Would you like to hear a list of actual daytime drama soap operas? 10 of them I came up with.
Okay, sure. This is BBC. Yeah, it's on the BBC network.
Oh, BBC. Yeah, that's not real television, but that's okay.
Hey, they do pretty good stuff.
They're English people, but that's okay. They're good.
English people, I tell you, it's not bad at all. I don't mind being English.
They're good
I
people.
am English.
They're people too.
There's pretty women on there, though. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, and not a lot of grooming, but that's okay.
No, it's just I think they don't shave and they don't brush your teeth.
Well, they avoid dental hygiene, and that can be good. Okay, here's 10 of these are American daytime dramas.
Okay,
real soap operas for the real fan like you and me. Okay, we got As the World Turns. That's a classic. Remember that one? As the World Turns.
As the World Turns.
This one lasted a couple of years, but it was on the same network as General Hospital. It's Loving, and it featured featuring Bryan Cranston.
Oh, really? Yeah, because he was it. Yeah,
that's where I discovered him. I saw him and said, that guy's pretty good. We have The Young and the Restless.
Yeah.
The Bold and the Beautiful, as you mentioned.
Well, what's funny is The Young and the Restless. Most soap operas go off another idea, which is the rich and the worthless.
Yeah. Then they have The Bold and the Beautiful, as you mentioned. Then Secret Storm. It's an older one, but it was big. Secret Storm. It used to scare me when I saw a preview of it as a kid. Oh, God, Secret Storm. These people have serious problems.
I like that.
I wasn't allowed to watch.
You could do one instead of The Bold and the Beautiful. You could do The Weak and the Weary, or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
Well, I wasn't allowed to watch soap operas. My mom forbade us from watching soap operas. Thought they were just evil. Secret Storm, Days of Our Lives. Remember that one? Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, I love it.
Love that. Bo and Hope. One Life to Live. All My Children. General Hospital. And the number one, One Life at a Time. The number one soap opera, One Life at a Time.
One life at a time, sweet.
It's a reincarnation soap opera. One life.
That's it right there. Yeah. Maybe that's the reincarnation thing. I don't remember.
Or as the Mormons should have known, one wife at a time, but that's okay. We're going to be canceled for that one. We just have to get enough viewers to be canceled. You have to get 1,000 viewers to be canceled. The cancel culture won't even look at you under 1,000 viewers.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, so we got work to do.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite soap opera really of all time?
Well, my soap opera, I'm thinking my favorite one. I would have to say that probably Days of Our Lives, because I got stuck watching it, And
what's it called?
Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, it sounds like you like that with Bo and Hope.
Bo and Hope. Bo and Hope. And then, but either way, they just get so, if you watch it for a full season, the next season is different. So I think you should watch soap opera for one season and leave it alone, because because it's not bad. It's actually good. And then all of a sudden, it repeats itself the next season. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like,
I did about 1 year watching soap operas. That was really it. About 1 year. By the time Brad and Jenny showed up on All My Children, I was out.
right. Yeah.
They were big too. They were the next version, and after Luke and Laura, then Bo and Hope. It was these star-crossed lovers that somehow ended up together anyway. It was wild. Bo and Hope was a good one, I thought. Didn't they go on an adventure too and have to run from the cops and stuff?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. And then Jenny got blown up in the boating accident, I believe.
Yes. Yes. A boating accident. But yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, that was sad. She was the gal that ended
I'm
up.
not sure if she was apparently forgetting, or people always come in with their they got they're basically they have the inability to remember anything. They have they're in an accident and they always get amnesia. I love that soap operas get amnesia all the time, and they reset the whole show.
Yeah, Evil Twins, Amnesia.
Evil Twins, Amnesia, and the people always come back. It's like, oh,
yeah, the
ex-wife wasn't that guy so and so? Well, no, we recreated him as his clone. He was cloned in an offshore account somewhere where they were a laboratory where they were, Dr. Moreau or.
Yeah, really weird stuff. They had Luke and Laura ended up being chased by some scary family that was like a Bond villain.
The Devros, I think. No.
Something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah. I spent my time. Right now, if I had a soap opera that I'm watching, I am watching a soap opera that only comes on weekly. It's a TV show, basically. And the TV show that I'm watching is, besides the Peaky Blinders, which I just finished up, great show. But I'm watching Resident Alien.
Oh, wow.
That's a comedy, but it is, oh my gosh. He's, that actor is really good. That actor was the gentleman from Dodgeball, where he was the pirate. Remember that guy?
Yeah. He was a good character.
Yeah, and he was on A Knight's Tale.
Yeah, he was good.
Funny
on
guy.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he plays, at least two characters so far on the. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. He plays one character on the show. However, that character is killed and brought back by an alien.
Oh, wow. So it is a soap opera.
Yeah. And you haven't watched the show, I don't want to tell you, but
yeah. Well, your favorite show seems to be right now, though, Peaky Blinders, right?
Peaky Blinders is definitely it. Hence the affliction for the European backgrounds and the hats.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it's awesome. I mean, I think that it's a Sopranos from 1915.
Yeah. Well, I got a question for you regarding the Peaky Blinders.
Yes.
So, I separately met three of the main stars from General Hospital, and that was like the big moment to meet these people, for a fan. What three actors would you like to meet from Peaky Blinders? Separate occasions.
Well, Sicilian. I'd say Sicilian, not Sicilian. What is his name? Sicilian.
Killian. It's Killian. I heard
Killian. Okay, Cillian Murphy.
That
guy's Cillian Murphy is the main guy. He's the main actor. But
do you want to meet him?
Oh, absolutely. Why not? Although I'll tell you what, they have some beautiful women on there.
Yeah. What three would you most want to meet in public individually?
Well, it depends on what I'm trying to accomplish. If I just want to meet them
no, I meant happenstance. I just met them in line. Or at a restaurant. I didn't hang out.
Well, I think there was I can't remember her name here. There's a horse trainer. And she is still in the movie somewhere, in the show somewhere. Wow. She's not dead, but she's a horse trainer who she trained Cillian Murphy's horse, and she is absolutely beautiful. So,
so you'd like to
meet
her?
Huh?
Would you like to meet her?
Absolutely, yeah. As far as the male actors and the whole show, she's really good.
Well, just the three you would most like to meet.
Well, her, Killian Murphy, and I mean, I like Arthur.
You like that ant. You always seem to like the ant.
Oh, Aunt Polly, yeah, most likely. I mean, yeah, Polly is really cool. She's awesome. You know what I mean? But as far as, yeah, no, I think she's a great actress. Oh my gosh.
How about
But
Sam Neill, though? He'd be kind of cool.
well, I'd like to meet them all. It depends on the purpose. If I'm gonna
Just
meet them
three
one
in a
time
social,
only.
three in an unexpected social setting, just because I wasn't planning to meet these people. It was just happenstance. Oh, there's Hutch. He's eating a Big Mac.
Right. So, like her in particular, like the gal who does the horse training. I mean,
Yeah, I don't remember her.
yeah. I don't know her name here real quick, but I can find it. But she is one of those. Her beauty is just striking. So
Yeah. Well, when we go to LA, maybe you'll meet some of these people. Because
I'm not opposed.
you happen upon them at restaurants. You don't plan on it. You just happen at a theater. There's so and so. There's Jo Beth Williams from Poltergeist.
Right.
Yeah, I go to buy a car, and there's the little girl, the blonde girl from Poltergeist. I went in a car lot, and there she is.
Well, actually, Jo Beth Williams, Mary Jo Beth Williams, isn't it?
No, Jo Beth Williams. Yeah, I talked to her a little bit. She was in a parking garage, actually.
She is pretty amazing, I think.
She was funny. I only talked to her for about 45 seconds, but she was funny. You could tell right away, just silly. Her and her mom, I think. She was having trouble getting in her car, and I made jokes.
Oh, yeah?
Got 3 laughs from her. I got 3 laughs from her, so I'll love her forever.
Hey, there you go.
She's like 70 now. Remember her husband in Poltergeist, Craig T. Nelson?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I've always loved that guy. He's great because Coach, basically.
Yeah. Well, that was a funny show, I thought. Coach with Dauber. Oh,
yeah.
Jerry Van Dyke was hilarious. He was as good as Woody at being dumb. He was great.
So, Dauber, by the way, do you know him of any other characters?
Yeah, I've seen him in like The Stand or something. He was like the lumbering guy.
Yeah, well,
lumbering.
He's lumbering. Oh, he's lumbering guy, but I guarantee you, he plays a character that you know more than you do Dauber. You know him from over and over. You see him.
Oh yeah, SpongeBob. Yeah,
SpongeBob. That's right. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is Patrick.
Yeah, he's really good. I have a character in my book called Freddy, and when I think of Freddy, I think of that guy that plays Dauber. He's a little older, but he's just that big lumbering dumb guy. But is he really dumb? You're like, I don't know. Maybe he's not so dumb. Maybe because even as Dauber, he knew some stuff that would surprise the coach.
So the horse trainer, I just found her out because I'm psycho like that. I just tracked her down, and I'm gonna show her to you real quick. And the reason why I think the dark hair and the dark eyes is kind of like a trait of what things I appreciate in somebody. Oh, where'd I go? Where do we go, folks? I just got myself lost in here. So, but hang on. What do you see right now, Brian?
I'm seeing a guy run on the beach and some girl. It's must be the horse trainer. Still don't remember.
Yeah, she's just cute as a button right there.
You know what is the best thing that you can give to a horse trainer?
No.
A throat lozenge.
Horse trainer at the
5 seconds. That was the 5-second rule.
Well, I had to. I
almost didn't get you on that one.
I had to think about that one.
That was good. It's a time release joke.
She has they've got her done up here like a 20s, like the gal from
That's porno you're trying to show with her bare leg.
No, it's not. She's not naked at all. This is not.
She needs to wear clothes. She's a horse.
She's wearing clothes.
She's a horse trainer, not a hussy.
She's wearing clothes. Jeez.
I'm just kidding. There's one with her legs showing. I was trying to be cancelly.
Oh, shows like maybe.
So you like Charlotte Riley?
Maybe she's cross-eyed apparently because they were talking about
Charlotte, the cross-eyed.
Charlotte O'Reilly.
Lioness. Charlotte
Charlotte
Riley.
O'Reilly. Yeah, it's funny because
Uh,
maybe she is actually Irish. I don't know.
It says Charlotte Frances Riley is an English actress. She is known for her roles as Sarah Hurst in Easy Virtue and as Catherine Earnshaw in Wuthering Heights. Whoa, fancy.
Yeah,
She's
wow.
an elitist. She did Wuthering Heights.
I know. I haven't watched Wuthering Heights in a
If you
long
even
time.
mention Wuthering Heights, you're just an elitist.
Well, no, actually, I need to watch Wuthering Heights. It's been years, years. And I keep thinking I get that one confused often, and that's a classic. But I get that one confused with
Columbia Heights. You always get those two confused.
yeah, Wuthering and Columbia. No,
Hey,
I get
there's your local adaptation of Wuthering Heights. You do Columbia Heights. It's
Columbia
like
Heights. Yes. No, I do Wuthering Heights and another movie was called Story. Another story where the somebody moves into the house and see, isn't that what happens in Wuthering Heights as well?
I'm
That
not
somebody
sure, but
like a rental.
I gotta tell you, I'll be an elitist here. Only 10% of the people that mention it call it Wuthering Heights, which it is Wuthering Heights, but the whole world thinks it's weathering, and I don't think we can even fight that.
Well, that's because it just sounds similar.
Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering Heights, yeah.
That's weird. That sounds too English. Wuthering Heights.
Wutherings, yeah. Yeah, and I'm not sure the difference in what the word wuthering is.
I think it's a place, just Wuthering. Could be a name even. That's weird. I think
it sounds like it sounds like a verb, you know.
I'd change it to Wuthering Heights and just go.
Yeah. Is there?
You don't want to watch a guy go. Coming up, we got the weather. We got the weather reporter.
Yeah. Hey, so we're almost at that magical hour right now, folks.
Oh
so we're gonna let you go. But
I want to say this Zoom is on my end is sponsored by Depends disposable diapers. That's why I don't have to get up and go to the restroom anymore. Depends. They're there for you. They're there for an hour.
No, I don't. I just fill up my coffee cup. I drink it.
Oh,
the same place.
I got water in this cup.
Well, I'm not gonna drink this one anymore. How's that?
Well, you got 5 minutes because we started at 7:47 or so. So come on, kill some time.
We're good. Yeah, we're good.
You have to go to Portland.
Oh yeah, I'm not in a major hurry right now. We're good.
You're not gonna make it to Portland?
No, I am for sure, 100%.
Oh wow,
I have to. I've got shots.
Shut her down whenever you're ready.
I'm not in a hurry, but I'm not in a hurry. But I am. I'm not going to Portland. I am going to Portland, but I just. Anyways, no big deal. Actually, I kind of like getting up early. Matter of fact,
I like the early Zoom. Let's go 7:47 every day. We'll take off. We'll take off like a airplane. 7:47 every day, and then it could be on by 9. It can be on.
Hey, there you go. Well, that'd be good because maybe I need to start going to the gym again. So now that I have my vaccination, so we should start doing a little earlier because I can go to the gym right afterwards. You know.
Yeah, if somebody asks you when they see your glasses, are those two? Is that is that a 2? Don't say yeah like your girlfriend. They won't laugh.
What's a 2?
Is that a 2? Yeah, and so is your girlfriend.
What's a 2 though?
Oh, you don't know the reading glasses? You're not old enough. They always say, what do you got there? 1.75, a 2. It's a magnifying power. So
What's that?
Yeah, is that a 2? And you go, yeah, and so is your girlfriend. If you do that, you're probably going to get punched.
Yeah, no, I did not.
It was a lot of work for no laugh. And
well, that's okay. Like your girlfriend, I got
laugh.
you. I'm not used to wearing reading glasses yet, so I've got a couple more years. I had LASIK done, so I've been wearing glasses my whole life. So now I don't really need them yet. So okay, but anyways,
it was a bad joke. It wasn't your fault.
Was that joke at number 2? Yeah. Was it shitty?
Well, yeah, I'm just riffing here. It's like when you're young, you want to get laid. Now you're just happy to get LASIK. So see, that's
right. Well, yeah. Well, nothing wrong with either one. I think that there's going to be a lot of hugging going on here with the people who get their vaccinations. I mean, I kid you not. It's a big thing. Some gal told me that the other day on my Facebook page. She's like, "Oh, you got vaccinations. Now we can hug each other." You know, and I'm like, "Yeah, duh. That's kind of the whole purpose of it." You know, honestly, it's being able to see somebody
get back together. No matter what your opinion is or politics, we all can get back together.
Yep. least for 6 months, right? Because yesterday or the day before, they said that the Pfizer may only last for 6 months. I'm like, what?
Oh, well, actually, in 6 months, they're going to start a new hoax. So we have to get, yeah, we'll have something else by then. So
Yeah, yeah.
they're
I know.
they're guaranteeing a hoax by October 1st, a new one. Get out of this silly one.
Well, I heard that Joe Biden, Joe Biden, basically, I heard that he had a blood clot from falling down the other day, actually, and they were taken to the hospital. And Kamala Harris, you said that. Okay.
Yeah, that was a good. It was a good
little joke, actually. Yep, yep. Actually, I saw a good one yesterday, which was Jay Inslee. Somebody.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, the Inslee thing said basically demanding all the kids in school have to return to their school and do the year of school over, 2021 school over. I thought that was pretty good because
that's a good one. There'd be a lot of people would be believing for a minute.
I know. I actually said to my daughter, I'm like, she's like, she's smarter than I am. I actually believed it for a moment. I'm like, no way. I'm like, look into it. But I'm very susceptible to listening to stupid shit nowadays.
Oh, I am too. I joke all the time, but I don't get jokes, man. People are talking about it, they're all laughing. I'm like, what the hell does this mean? Why is this funny? Somebody please give me the twist.
Give me the joke here. Yeah.
And then when they tell me like 10 minutes later, I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And they're already gone.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
We're at 7:47, man.
7:47. There you go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again.
I'm willing to start around 7.
So, baby, won't you?
Let's think about a 7 o'clock, because then we get it done, and then we're ready for the day.
I think I'm for it. I really do.
I've won 27 in a row now. Let's see if I can get 28.
I know. Well, the thing about me is that I have to compress and actually relax afterwards because my brain just doesn't work that way. But we'll think about it for sure. But we'll do this one here. I'm gonna win. And I'm going to go.
I'll chill out.
Row, jam, boom.
Dang
it. Look at that. You got me again. Cut me in half. You are on a roll and you're going downhill.
I got to invest in some stocks. I'm hot, or make a bet on something.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
All right. I'm heading to the restroom. I'll talk to you later. Have a good
Absolutely, bro. Talk to you later.